I got digital dash, can't ride with a I walk in the store and I buy the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds, but drop on this hot. 400 degrees, I burned out the block. Burn out, make one call, they turn out. CC the gang, get the word out. When the shit getting hot, you the first out. Cover my wrist with a watch and I flood it with rocks. Now I look at the time all day. Be how I rap the old block and I drop off the top and I know you can see my face. You my dog at the end, don't care what the bitches say.
So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with a very special video. Christmas just hit. I know a lot of people got the game new. Now if you even didn't get the game new, you want to make some builds, get it up as fast as possible, you can watch this video. Now this is going to be more detailed than the last ones, but I'm going to try to not make it as long as at the same time. So I'm going to try to reduce everything all into this one video, if that makes sense. Now with that being said, we're gonna go over everything, the fastest way, where to play, all that in this video. If you guys do want more videos like this, I will give y'all something real soon for VC for y'all boys. So if y'all do want something like that, interested in something like that, just make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. Further ado, hop into it. Alright, so hopping into it. When it comes to hitting 99 overall, now, first things first, I want to go over is where to play. Now, in terms of the best places to play to get your overall up as fast as possible, do you play My Career? Do you play Rec? Do you play Park? It's very important to know where to play. Now, the past couple of days, they did have like a little Court Conquer event. That's kind of like a mixture of My Career, a mixture of playing online or against Park, but it's not really the same. The reason why My Career will always be the best because you don't really have to worry about your teammates needing to get the ball, needing to go crazy. Now, if you play with some teammates that's going to let you go crazy, then yeah, albeit Park, Rec may be the best. But I will still forever say playing My Career because you can get over 100K easy. And I mean easy. And it's no longer based off like, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to worry about going for finishing, you don't have to worry about going for shooting, you don't have to worry about going for playmaking, you don't have to worry about going for defensive. You can just go for the best way to get your attributes, not your attributes, but your overall up as fast as possible, or your My Points up as fast as possible. So I would say, in terms of the best ones, it's definitely going to have to be My Career, then Rec. Now they do have a new game mode for, I guess, 5 and Xbox X and S. It's called Starting Fives, but I'm gonna be honest. I would say if you want to get if you don't have people to play with and you want to get your overall up, but you want to play online, you try to play My Career. It's pretty much like an online My Career, and you can pick whatever team, and you can just go in there and keep going crazy. Now you're not gonna get too much crazy XP like you would in My Career. They kind of nerf how much XP you can even get in Rec. To be honest, I was getting like 40K a game. Now it's like kind of tough to really get a consistent 25K. I feel like. But with that being said, if you do want to go in Starting 5, that's gonna be nice as well. Now next is gonna be where to play if you want to play Park. Now after that, I would say play Pro Am. I would say 3v3. Now you're gonna probably play a little bit better people than you would regularly at the Park, but you will get VC as well with getting a solid amount of XP. Now after that, then you would play Park, and then Stage and 5v5 Pro would be the last thing I would probably say somebody new to the game to really do. Now if you like that, then yeah, go ahead. But yeah, I would say My Career for sure by far, then the 5v5 game modes, and then maybe like a 3v3 Pro, especially so you can get the VC as well. Now, in terms of the method, I'm gonna be honest, it's super duper simple. All you need to do when you in game, whether you playing Park, it don't really matter. No matter where you playing, try to get as many lives as possible. But if you're in My Career, it's a certified easiest way to do it. Now, I will say that first game or two, 2K, they really, if you put it on a certain difficulty. Let's hop into the difficulty first though. Difficulty, if you gonna play for My Career, is so important because it's gonna get you way more VC and way more XP. And getting you more XP is just gonna make it even better. Now, you need to figure out how high the difficulty that's gonna work for you. I play on Hall of Fame, but if Hall of Fame too hard, try Superstar. Superstar too hard, try All-Star. Just whatever the highest difficulty you can play on and it really work, I'd say start out with Hall of Fame because it's gonna make everything easier online, because you're not gonna really, there's not gonna be no Hall of Fame CPU defense going against online. You're just not gonna really ever go against that. And Like the green window is gonna be just smaller online, or not online, but in Hall of Fame than it is online, because it's gonna be harder to get open on a Hall of Fame CPU, and you're gonna really have to lock in and green your shots when you're on the Hall of Fame CPU. So I say Hall of Fame for sure if you just want to get better and get your stuff up, because you will get the most out of it. And what the method I'm gonna tell you, you can really play on any difficulty. It's just gonna be based off how good you are at doing the method. Now, with that being said, I would definitely say Hall of Fame and put 12-minute quarters. Now, if you don't want to play 12-minute quarters, that's just too long of a game for you. You got to be up 25 in the second half and stuff like that. You're not really trying to do that, but you also have to be a starter to be up 25 to 7 in the second half, so you really got to start off playing all the game. Then put it on what's the highest minute you can. So I'm trying to make you not play too many games. That's why I do play on the highest minute, but if you don't care about playing as many games as possible, you can put it on 5 minutes. Your dude will fatigue like crazy, because off the rip, you can change your minutes and stuff like that. Actually, you start off the rip this year, so you don't even have to worry about that. But yeah, I would just say, just make sure that you're doing it right. Now, one thing I did do that you can do, like if you don't know, you can change your minutes off the rip. As soon as you get done with like the 2 things right before you walk in, you can press start, go to your my minutes, and you can put your minutes to 24 if you don't want to play too much, but you want to get as many games out the way. So if you want to play 5-minute courses and do that, by all means do that. But we just trying to get y'all XP and level up as fast as possible. So now that we figured out the minutes, now that we figured out the difficulty, I just wouldn't say play on Ricky, play on Pro. Now if you want to get your hot zones or something like that, then cool. But yeah, I wouldn't advise you playing on anything but Hall of Fame, Superstar, or All-Star, because that's just gonna give you that extra little bonus. Personally, that's just what I say. But with that being said, when it comes to playing in game, the fastest way to get your stuff up as quick, as fast, and as easy as possible is simply playmaking. Anything playmaking wise. Now, there's a lot of things that go into playmaking. That's why playmaking is the best. Now, if you want to do other things, you maybe not be like a great passer, your build can't pass that well, you may have to go for dunking. If dunking ain't easy, then shooting, I will be honest, defensive badges may be the worst. Now, unless you're big, you can get a pretty good amount if you're big, but then it may be better for defensive than shooting, but I would definitely say playmaking is the easiest. Now, why is playmaking the easiest? Because of lobs and flashy assists. Now, flashy assists is easier than ever because, and if you don't know, CPUs this year actually knocked down. So with that being said, you can really do a lot of flashy passes and get knocked down. And you get the same amount for both. I think lob may be a little slightly better, but yeah. Now, when it comes to throwing lobs, there is a certain way to get more. Now, there's a couple ways. You can call for a screen at the hash, tell them to screen you towards the opposite side of the baseline, and make sure nobody's in that corner. So what I do is I go to the hash, call ISO, but then I call for a screen, and I make sure he screens my opposite side of the baseline. So say for instance, if I'm on the left hash, I tell him to screen my right side. If I'm on the right hash, I tell him to screen my left side. So with that being said, we want to run straight down to baseline. And you want to make sure if your CPUs are not trolling you, they just gonna go straight to the rim. They're gonna do a straight slip straight to the rim, and you should have a free lob because yeah. Now, this is gonna be really beneficial if you're deep into it. But off rip, you can just pretty much call for a screen, throw a lob, screen, throw a lob, because if off the rip, they not gonna really, like, the other people not gonna be helping too crazy. Your first couple of games in, well, not really your first. It's really gonna be that first game for sure. The second game they gonna start trying to adapt. But that third game, especially if you're on Hall of Fame, they're going to fully be adapted. So you're going to really need that method when it comes to going for the baseline. But just all you got to do is just run straight baseline. The dude should slip. It should be a free screen every single time. Now, it does really make a difference what team you play on, because obviously if you're trying to throw lobs to, say, for instance, like, I'm trying to think of a team that don't really have no really explosive big for real, so you can throw lobs. I was gonna say Jonas Valanciunas or Brook Lopez, but they both got Giannis and Zion. So just make sure you don't go to a team that has no, like Jokic. You try to throw a lot to Jokic, like, come on, bro. Like, let's be for real. But like, you go to a team like Giannis, you go to a team like the Pelicans, throw a lot to Zion. Go to the Heat, play with Bam. So it's a couple bigs you can definitely play with, and they're gonna be able to catch lobs at a high rate. Obviously, Giannis may be one of the easier ones, but yeah, it's just pretty much that simple. Just want to be able to get as many lobs off as possible. And the better lob threat you have, the harder it is for like the defenders to really catch it, because Area Wizard, the higher tier that is, the harder it is to stop them. The harder it is to like get an interceptor on those. The more contact dunks they'll get, the more they'll dunk through traffic, the more they'll make the dunks, all that. Now, I will say on Hall of Fames, you will be getting like, your CPU will start doing dumb stuff. It just is what it is. But you just gotta stick through it. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Now, flashy pads is simple. Like, it's just simple. Now, the way I do it, I sometimes just be going for buckets. But when you start going for buckets, then they're gonna start, when you call for a screen, they're gonna start playing you super, super high. That's gonna make the screen even easier. But that's when the defense is gonna start adapting. They're gonna start helping out the corner. Maybe you gotta throw a for the lob. They may try to do that. But what you can do in this game, you can just dot the corner. Now, if you really want to go crazy, you can do a flashy passer to the corner. But that's kind of tough. But yeah, I would say playmaking is the best. Now, if you are gonna go for finishing, maybe that get boring, trying to do the same thing over and over. Go for contact dunks. I have a whole contact dunk tutorial. I'm not doing that here. I would just say get you a go-to move. The dunk meter is easier than ever as long as you have a gold precision dunker. As long as you have that, it's gonna be so easy. Now, if you, I don't know why you did it like me and got Hall of Fame precision dunker, it's gonna be the most auto magic dunks you'll ever see in your life. Simple as that. Now, with that being said, if you do want to do finishing, but you can't really get contact dunks like that, just go for lobs. Lobs is another way to get it. Besides that, floaters. Floaters are very, very easy in this game. A lot of guards tell me floaters are broken. They can even be heavily. So yeah, floaters is another great one. It's been like that for years. Shooting is based off how much you're making certain shots, but if you miss them, you'll get less. So say for instance, you'll get more for an 8-for-8 game than you will for a 15-for-30. So you want to make sure that you miss as little as possible, but you want to take certain shots. So the ones that get you the most are difficult shots. So say for instance, a difficult shot is like a fade. So if you do like a dribble pull up, a fade, a spin jumper, a hop jumper, that's going to count as like a difficult shot. And the more you make that, the more you'll get. So what you can do is you can go for a regular shots, or not regular shots, but you can go for like a 3-ball and fade. You'll get more. It'll be different for a fading 3-ball than a fading mid-range, if that makes sense. Now, what you could actually do to go alongside that, whenever you get pop sharp take, because you can pick whatever take you want, and try to do limitless range fades. Then you're gonna be hooping for real, because then you're gonna be getting the fading bonus, and you're gonna be getting the limitless range bonus. So you can just try to stack all your bonuses. Now, another thing I want to throw in for the playmaking, I may be all over the place right here, but I'm trying to make sure I don't leave nothing out. When it comes to going for lobs, you want to try to get drive as much as you can to the goal, so you can get that little extra stack of attack assist, because you're gonna get the pick and roll and you're gonna get the lob, but you also want to get the extra attack assist. That's kind of a big deal too. So, but you should be doing that regardless. If you're like doing to the baseline and just keep running for the rim, just take as many steps as you can, just to make sure your man can get open and get a free lob. It's kind of that simple. Now, if you want to throw it early, cool, but you may not get the attack assist as much, and you may not get as much per lob with that. But defense, just get steals, blocks, rebounds, set screens. Just do defense stuff, and you're gonna get defense. That's just what it is. So, that's just pretty much what it is. That's my opinion of it, and yeah, that's pretty much what it is. When it comes to the 99 method this year, it's not nowhere near as difficult. You just gotta know where to play. Go get your playmaking as much as possible. One thing I will say in terms of this method, this year, depending on what badges you got, you know what I'm saying, your badges may go down. But the way I do it, I get my badges up from playing rec, and then I play park. Now, sometimes when I play park, you know what I'm saying, they do go down. But the thing is, in park, the reason why I play rec instead of park is because park, you don't get nearly as much for playing for like your badges at all, and it go down way more. Like, so say for instance, you have an S tier badge that you want to have high. Those badges are so hard to keep up at the park because like they're easier to lose and harder to gain. So that's why I play rec to get them up, because it's just tougher to do it at the park. It just is what it is. And in my career, it's easier to lose and easier to gain. But I feel like in terms of like the gaining and losing, you get the biggest gain from my experience in the rec than anywhere else. So my recommendation for even trying to gain your badges, I would really more so worry about playing rec or something like that for that. You know what I'm saying? They even got no squads this year. Another great place to play to get your badges is actually starting 5. Starting 5 is actually really good too. So yeah, that's another option as well. I just don't think Park is that crazy for getting your badges and keeping them. It's just kind of annoying. You know what I'm saying? You'll have you'll be going on a streak of games going crazy with limitless range. You shoot one game, you just passing because people just playing you high, or maybe you missing because you know it just is what it is on this game. You know what I'm saying? But you still may win or whatever. I don't know. But you'll still lose badges. Not based off if you win or lose. It's just based off if you're using the badge or not. Now you can put your badges in certain, you know what I'm saying, badge perks and stuff like that. But that can only do so much sometimes. So yeah, that's just what I'll say. Make sure you use your badge perks, obviously. And that's pretty much everything. It's not really much else to talk about. I'm trying to give y'all as much info as possible, but I'm not trying to make this too long. So yeah, if y'all do like this video, y'all want that VC video, I'll do. The last time I did the VC video, it did get it. I got in trouble for it. I ain't gonna lie. 2K, I ain't gonna say nothing because I ain't trying to get another one. But hey, y'all tweaking with that one. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, y'all do like this video, just like the video. Subscribe. I gave y'all boys a lot of love on that last video. Ain't gonna be no more codes for now because you know what I'm saying, we out of the Christmas vibes. That this Christmas is over. We get into a new year, but we still need to tee up. So I appreciate all y'all boys that watch the videos. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to like the video. Comment down below, help the algorithm. Support in any way that you can. If you did mess with the video, I appreciate all y'all boys. Without further ado, man, it's your boy Fitz. I'm out there, man.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!